afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's program. I thank all of our past demonstrators and exhibitors for their wonderful and inspiring works. Our programs have been viewed by many people throughout the world, and we are very happy about that. This month, we present Kika Shibata, Regi of the Sogetsu School, in a program entitled Harmony. Shibata Sensei is noted for her unique use of line and color that enrich our lives and our working environment. If you have any questions during our program for our demonstrator, please text them to 510-915-15684. That's 510-915-1584. There will be time for questions at the end of this program. I will be serving as the chair of today's program, but before I introduce our demonstrator, I would like to have all of our exhibitors present their arrangements.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Katsuko Thielke, and my school is Sogetsu School, and my teacher was Shoka Narimatsu. Today, I'm making arrangement with green tone harmony, and I'm using Akane Teshigahara's Headmaster Akane's glass container, green glass container with palm leaves and calla lily and camellia leaves and flax leaves and sage and iris leaves. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Helen Tashima, a student of Kika Shibata Sensei since 2001. My arrangement today is an attempt to harmonize contrasting elements. So what I have as the major stick structure here is peeled curly willow, which I then painted the tips gold. You can't quite see it, and the rest of it is white, but you can see some of it going out that way too. And then in order to connect with the gold, I picked yellow branches of forsythia, still kind of hard to see, scattered throughout. And then because these are sticks, I wanted something round. So I picked two white hydrangeas. I chose them from the store actually. And because I have orange with yellow, or red orange with yellow freesias, I decided to select some red orange lilies to go with it. And then to pick up on the yellow, I selected some goldenrod. It may be hard for you to see this, but it provides a different kind of texture. And then I have this gold yellow spotted green leaves, which are from my yard also, as well as some aspidistra leaves that are striped with yellow in it. You may not be able to see it all, but it's in the back as well. So that's my arrangement. I hope you're enjoying the rest of the program. And pretty soon we'll be able to see Kika Sensei with her demonstration. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Yasmin Spiegel, her own special way. My arrangement is for Kika's Sensei's Harmony program. And it was inspired by the experience of COVID lockdown for all of us this year. Most of the materials that I've been using for my arrangements are ones that I've found either in my yard or in this case in my neighbor's yard. The century plant I've been looking at for weeks, and I saw this wonderful, intricate, woven structure where everything was balanced and everything worked together. My neighbor was gracious enough to let me cut some of her plant branches, and I worked to get them to stay in the right shape. And then I started thinking about what we're all aspiring for now, which is for a summer that is free, where we can get together again and enjoy each other's company, where perhaps we can even travel, like to Hawaii. So I used, along with the century plant, I used cymbidium, I used anthurium. These round pieces inside are variegated aspidistra leaves. I don't know the names of these other tropicals, but they just made me feel this wonderful sense of rising and everything getting back to normal and where we can all share again and be together. So thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Gloria Lee. I'm so honored to share my Ikebana with you in the program today. This is my arrangement. I used the metal structured vase. The materials I used include blooming forsythia, indicating spring is here. And then the camellia branches from my backyard. And finally, I add some baby's breath in the middle as a finishing touch. This is my Ikebana expression of today's theme, harmony. Hope you enjoy the program.
Hello, my name is Judy Ting. In today's arrangement, I would like to do something I haven't done before. Therefore, I look around and I found a window screen from my leftover house remodeling project. So I use wire to surrounding the four sides of window screen to make a structure. And then I want to make this arrangement very simple. So I put only color lily flowers and then greens from my house. And hopefully this will work in harmony with my structure. And I hope you enjoyed seeing my arrangement and you enjoy the rest of the program. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ron Cotto Brown, and this is my arrangement in harmony of green colors. I have the fluffy stuff is dianthus, frilly dianthus, some green hypericum, some green chrysanthemums, white alstroemeria that is tinged with green. And do I have any? Oh, and the green Mitsumata. Mitsumata, sorry, that's not it. Every time I touch this stuff. And some green Midolino looped around this material, which is metallic gutter guard, which has been squashed and smashed into two forms here. So thank you. I hope you enjoy it. Okay. Kika Shibata began her studies of Sogetsu Ikebana at the age of 4 with her mother, Mrs. Shoka Narimatsu, in Kumamoto. After moving to the US, she continued her studies with Narimatsu sensei and with Miss Katsumi Teshikahara in her frequent trips to Japan. Shibata sensei received her teaching certificate in 1964, and in 1989, she earned the title of Rigi, the highest degree offered by the Sogetsu School. She is a member of Ikebana International, Ikebana Teachers Federation, director of Sogetsu San Jose South Bay branch, and she conducts classes not only in the South Bay, but in Sacramento, Las Vegas, and Arizona. Sensei regularly demonstrates and conducts workshops for many organizations across the country. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Kika Shibata. Sensei.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm really exciting to do a program called Harmony. These days, it's so much hectic things are happening all over the world and around us at the family. So I thought that this is a perfect theme to do it, interpolate it in Ikebana. And I would like to use my favorite materials to together as the theme of harmony. And harmony is with the peoples, with many peoples around you. We're having good time. That's big harmony with people. And with the Ikebana, we use harmony with the even material, branch material, what goes with this flowers for these branches and this green and this vases. And we always think about these kind of things, and that is the harmony. And then also the person who does arranging in this material, that will include in this design of harmony too. So we are always working with the harmony already from when you started taking Ikebana. So I'd like to introduce today's this program. I would like to introduce you my favorite materials and also how you could use them. So first one, it's my favorite. It's recycle plastic materials. This is the material that it comes from a lunchbox cover. And I have used it before with the using the lunchbox cover plastic with the heated. And so this here, I put it through the tube of glass. And then also I have made a sculpture here that you could put it down here. Now what I discovered different type of plastic. It does shows the different things when you heat them. Like this one here, as you can see, this one here, when you heat it, it becomes like a milky. And then this plastic, it kind of melts and it leaves the little hard sections. And then other plastic, it just keeps melting. And so today I'm using it, this milky ones inside of the container, the glass containers, and then these other cover of lunchbox cover. And because of main stem or the main is the plastic, so I would like to use simple materials to focus this wonderful plastic material. And when you buy orchid, butterfly orchid, as you can see this here, I always buy them with the pot because it's only a couple of dollars difference. And so I kind of feel sorry for it, but they will grow again and they could bloom again from here. It's a butterfly orchid. And here I have bleached fern. I bought it from Japan. So I'm almost finished with this, my first arrangement, plastic, recycled plastic with bleached and also fresh flower materials with the harmony. Thank you very much. So you have seen plastic material, unconventional material. Now, next one is my favorite, weaving materials. I like to weave a basket. I like to weave. Now this one here is my new ideas of making this the end and both end uneven, and I created it more like a sweeping motion, and then I spray the tip. So that gives you a little bit knowing what that is happening on this. Now this next one, the container that it's here, it has a gift. I have done it about 3 years ago, translate for our headmaster, Akane Teshigahara in Tokyo, when we had the US seminar of II conventions at the Okinawa. We stop always, each schools, they have welcoming programs. And she did the demonstrations for the Soviet group of thousands of peoples. Now, she has given me this wonderful container that she made. It's very cute, and it has a little, it's a glass container. So I like to use this special occasion of this in this coronavirus seasons that we all working together and thing. So I like to use these containers. Now here, if you have the basket, it's kind of lightweight, and the both side has the weight. So it's this base. It helps to secure it in place, and also to give a little bit more water of this. So I like to, you have to find a good spot. And all my materials. This here, I like to give not too strong color, but I like to give a little contrast because the basket is airy. And if you put so strong flowers, then what happens is it becomes overpowering the basket. And there's another idea that I came up with this time. I made a circle. Usually you weave it inside this, but I made this so that you could use, depends on how you feel and what occasion, you could choose the colors to drop it in so that it gives you a little accent. image that you could get is also with this glass container. It's such a cute and sweet. So I'm putting little sweet colors into it. And also lilies to pick up the pot of the glass container has some pinkish color. And bring out the white materials up with this spider bomb. Midorino is a white color, so I'm using the white on the top. So this arrangement could be seen all the way around. So it's finished with my Midorino weaving container, weaving a basket with the Iemoto Akane Teshigahara's handmade glass containers. Thank you. Okay, so you have seen plastic and very beautiful line. It's called Midorino basket. Next one is a natural weaving, kind of more like shapes. It's willow. And I like to show you, they are sitting next to me here. And so here it is, and I have created the stand with the legs, with the willow, and then you have this layer of weaving materials, and here's another weaving materials. I put it together here, and of course we need something to. I'm gonna put. I don't want to put the ceramic or iron containers in on this because this is not really holding it for the heavier weight. So this is the basket. I spray a little bit of black color and I put our oasis inside this. And then I have a little wires like this so that it doesn't slide off. And twist it. I'll be right back. Okay, this one has, I'll be putting a lot of materials, but
not too many volume here. I'm sorry that I have limited space here that which needs to be. So when you create the structures, you're going to put some, of course, the sculpture artist does not put flower material, but as Ikebana arrangers, we love to put some materials, flower materials. Reason I use oasis in this, because if it's a Kenzan, you have to press harder. And when you press harder on this structures, it's easy for the structures to crush or harder to put it in with your strength in the Kenzan. This is Nanden. Nandena, with a little bit berry. It came from my garden. And I have this apricot branches to pick up the feeling of spring is here. Okay. Now again, this is the structures. It's the main is this willow structures. So you don't want to do overpower with the materials. You always have to be careful not to overpower your main. Willow. The leaf, my favorite leaf, and we get my flammables. Poussetia. For the contrast of the color. My favorite tulip needs to come out of the thing. My spring arrangement, orange color. It gives you exciting contrast with the yellow of the forsythia and orange color tulip. I would like to add one more. Camellia leaf in the oops, I lost it. Okay, so I'm finished with my weaving willow. Again, welcoming the spring. It's a harmony with what you could change the appearance of the materials as the willow. Willow is curly and it's growing up, but then by using the technique of lori or curing the skin or weaving, you could enjoy them and whatever the design you liked too. And anyway, so this is the curly willow arrangement, weaving arrangement with the spring materials. Thank you. My next arrangement is, this is one of largest containers I have here in Las Vegas because most of my beautiful containers and huge containers, they're in San Jose in my storage. And so this was, I found it in Las Vegas store and it's so beautiful. I wanted to use it for today's demonstration. It's almost like a picture frame or something. It's a gold. And so in this one, you usually, maybe I have done it before, you arrange and then you make a bigger arrangement. But since I wanted to do this, it's like a frame and I have made a willow into accent. And this is a hanadome, fixing the flowers in place and also inside the design. Excuse me, I have to go get my scissor somewhere. Where did I put it here because they said I need to know my. Okay. Cherry blossom, I did find it at the store today, a few days ago. I'm using
cherry blossom. It's kind of finishing the season. I have kinza inside this. What's nice about the hanadome, when you have something like this, and when you put some branches that is very unstable, you could use this one of this to tie them together so that it will secure the materials in place. And camellia. So when you say harmony, in Japan, we say wa. It's more round shape. So there is no ending, but it's going to circle with the energy. So I'm using this containers as the wa. I particularly like this bush because it's a Margot Ranch family, but they are kind of more like it has a more yellowish color to it instead of a strong green color. So I like to use it because the green, the huge what is the gold color. So I think it's off green. It's very good matches. If you go to a very traditional Japanese home, old age home in Japan, they have to bring the light in from the outside, or you could see the shadows of the outside trees and things, that they have shoji screen, which is round shape, so that you could open and you could close, but most likely you feel the outside bringing outside of feelings into your home, and plus they bring up the light inside the house. So it's kind of images that bring in the light inside. I kind of like to use the tight lily today because it has more pinkish tone. It's not too loud. When it's open, then it will be a little bit too strong. Okay, so here is the round moon shape wah harmony arrangement. Thank you.
So now you have seen willow, wheat, and also the plastic recycled material, kind of with the heat, it was all bended. And then you saw the big gold containers made of the paper that was kind of supposed to be the wa harmony in Japanese. And then also the Midorino, the reed and the light. Next one, since I don't have assistants, I have to leave a little bit. In 1 second, I'll be back. Next, I'm going to use glass container. This one is not a headmaster's creation. And I have put, you know what this is? I don't know if you could see it. This little thing here, we put it behind the door when you open the doors, and then it will not make loud sounds and things like that. I attach it in the thing, so it gives you a little design too. And next one will be paper. We cannot forget the paper. It's the tissue paper. We normally wrap flowers or gifts. I want to use that paper. And it's a harmony with the paper, dry materials, and things. And this one here is the, it looks like Santa's beer, but it's actually, it's the fiber from the coconuts. And I bought it from Japan. I have put kind of net with the Midorino, and I put that one over. The reason I have this one here, so when I put it here, it stops. It doesn't, tip over and things. And of course, I have fixture inside, and I put this here. And I always tell all my students, my audience, if you see my demonstration, a lot of my work, it takes a lot of time preparing for it, weaving and gluing it on. So I do catch up on the movies. This one here, that one there, it took us 3 movies to finish it. This one only took 1 movie to finish. Now just to make a ring like this, and I put a paper with the glue and a paper. And so I have this hole here, and I put through it. And you could wrinkle it, this material is more likely harmony with me and paper. There's lots of papers, things. And you just put it in here, little cushion. And there's a lot of time, it's most likely accidental beauty. You don't want to plant exactly this is how you want, this is how you want, or some, and you just have to see it and see which side looks really good. Accidental beauty. Yes, here. And like this. Then you keep stashing away. And what happens is that texture, it gives you wonderful feelings of the soft, almost like a cotton candy. And then here is the one that I have used before, earlier. It's the bleached fern. And this one is the colored bleached. The other one has the colored pink. And I'm going to put it in between here to give a little bit of accent. Here and there. So if you use a different colors and different type of papers, you could get a different feeling of sculpture, paper sculpture. And my round shape is getting a little bit smaller when it goes up, then smaller. And little small ones, mini ones. There we go. And so you are wondering, in my audience, I have James, and he's wondering how in the world that Kika Sensei is going to put flowers in the paper. There is no water that you could. Of course, I have made corsage. See this here, the corsage? The corsage lasts for at least overnight. And so I have made a corsage with the willow. It will go into this hole here. Hopefully it's going in. And like I said earlier, we are not the sculptor artist. We are the Ikebana artists. So we have to, even though you make sculpture, you have to add fresh materials, dry materials, or something that to make the contrast. And this is more like juicy. Juicy, it has a weight to support the whole materials, the main lines, and also hiding kenza. And so this one here, it's a little juicy, paper juicy, that it's hiding the wires. And yet it's not taking away the design. Okay, so here is my paper structures. Okay. Thank you. Hello. Now, this is my last arrangement. I have done it paper, plastic, willows, and lines, and so on. So this enjoy it so much, and enjoy seeing you out there. And I hope maybe when you're home, you could, when you see some, maybe the tissue paper from Christmas time or birthday time, you could crunch them up and make some shapes and enjoy doing the Ikebana arrangement in Sogetsu, and try to remember, oh, the Kika did this and that. So I hope. And the last one is very natural materials using this wonderful tsubo container. And I have to, let me go get my material. I like to use tsubo containers. I do like to do a lot of contemporary design, but at the same time, I like to do very classic arrangement too. Because right now it's springtime. There's a lot of beautiful blooming branches out there. It's so beautiful. I feel like I want to stop and get the Ikebana scissors and cut some of those branches and bring it home. But we cannot do that. We used to do that a long time ago. Stop and get the materials from the wild places or the park. I think we cannot do it anymore. So I never seen so many bloom the type. Have you seen the peach blossom like this? I have a student who lives here in Las Vegas. I went over his garden and he had this peach blossom branches. It's a flowering branches, but it's so packed and I just can't wait until see all this blossom opens. And it will be, probably will be covered with the pink flowers. And the contrast, this here, I like to, the counterweight of this. They're helping each other, they're holding each other. It's a self-supporting, they're holding each other to secure the stem. And then I have to go
down here and get the materials. Very busy, busy. I'm sorry, I like to talk to myself sometimes. Okay. Now, if you like to buy hydrangeas from the flower market, it's almost impossible to keep the fresh for 2 days, 3 days later program or so. But if you buy these green ones, they dry exactly like this. Dry burgundy colors and those color hydrangeas, they dry this like this. So you could hear. See this? I bought this 3 days ago and they dry. It was a fresh. I bought it. So it's kind of good deal when you buy the green ones. You get to enjoy it longer time. Okay, Gloria Lee. And the pink blossom side with the pink lily. And the white flowers for picking up the white blossom on the branch. Postomelia.
contrast of the color. And beautiful forsythia from my garden. And in my bucket in my patio had the willow was getting this beautiful green leaf, so I like to use it. It's feel more like spring. Okay. I hope you enjoy Sogetsu arrangement by Kika Shibata's today's program, and thank you so much for the people who has organized this event for me, and thank you very much. And everyone have a wonderful and safe every days, and we'll hope to see you soon. Thank you very much. This is Kika Shibata. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sensei, for a beautiful and very inspiring program. And we thank you for taking the time to put this program together for our chapter. If you would like to see this program again, you may go to our website at www.ikebana.org. And if you know someone who would like to see this program, please pass on this website to them. Next month, April, we will have Sharon Krawitz from WAFU and Setsuko Iwami from Ohara to be our demonstrators in a program entitled Hope Will Bloom with Spring Flowers. It's always interesting to see two different schools and their approach to how they arrange flowers. So please join us on April 16th. I do have a text that lets me know where everybody is viewing from. And I want to thank all of these people for taking the time out on their Friday, or in some cases, depending on the time and date, on Saturday. So we have visitors from Italy, Colorado, Ottawa, Florida, Boston, Pennsylvania, San Diego, Houston, Tucson, Chico, just up the street, Mumbai, and Dallas and New Delhi and Pennsylvania. So again, thank you all very, very much for taking the time out of your day to watch our programs. I hope you are enjoying them as much as we are enjoying presenting them to you. So thank you again, and see you in April.